Hey everyone, welcome back to Geektopia Island. We're here with the new Kevin's Kreations today, and I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
Today we're actually going to be going over the new Valhalla starter decks that are coming out, because it's that time again, new set releases, so we're going to be going over everything. So bear with us guys, we're going to go through each color, and we're going to show you what's going on. So,
and as always, Force Will has tons of text, so also bear with us.
Yeah. So with these rulers, their main thing is they all have Divinity 10 is the special new thing. So that's the new thing, is there's an extra side deck that is comprised of 5 cards, and they each have a Divinity number 2, 4, 3, 1, 0, whatever, so forth, so on. You can have up to 5 cards in the Divinity deck, and they can be any number. You can have over 10, but you can only play up to the Divinity number of your ruler, which is at the moment it's only 10. So, you can have a 5, a 3, a 3, and a 2. But you can only play a combination of 10. So you can play the 2 5s, or a 5, a 3, and a 2. And then you skip out of the other 2 runes.
Yep.
Or you can build your whole rune deck to where you can play all 5 runes. It's however you want to do it.
Yeah.
But that's essentially how the Divinity works. It's kind of confusing to figure out at first, but once you get it, it's actually pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to delve into the black rulers, or the black starter deck. It's got the 2 rulers of it is Lich and Lucifer. They do very different things, so let's see what they do.
Yep.
So, starting with Lich, he is Divinity 10, he's a Monarch, Judgment for 3, and 1 black Energize.
And he also looks like he's from Warhammer.
Yeah.
We notice in the black starter deck, the art... They must have a completely different artist for this, because it looks amazing.
Yeah, some of them are wild. So he turns into Lich, the Saint of Death. He's a 6/12. He's got Bane, which is when this card deals damage to a J Resonator, destroy that J Resonator.
Done.
Awesome. And whenever a non-token Darkness Resonator you control is put into a graveyard from the field, put a 1/1 Darkness Skeleton Resonator token into the field.
Yep. Has all your little dudes replace themselves.
Awesome.
This guy's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's got his deck. I first wasn't sure about it, but the more I looked at it, I was like, that dude's pretty good.
And I can't wait for in the future, in the upcoming year, of what
to see what they come out with.
How they support him. The next one is Lucifer. He is a fallen angel, Divinity 10. His judgment is 2 black and 3, energized black, and he looks like from Castlevania, King Dracula. He looks like Dracula from Castlevania. And of course, he turns into the fallen angel of sorrow. He is 8/8 flying, kind of underwhelming for the other rulers, but enters. Your opponent discards 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'll take lower stats for you discard your hand.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
By turn 5 when he judgments, or turn 4 if the earliest, if you have some sort of mana ramp.
Or even if you go second, you can technically
You're like, hey, discard the rest of your cards, because they're already going to have probably 2 to 3 cards left.
And if somehow he dies, he did his job.
Yeah.
Literally.
You got what you needed, which was you don't have a hand.
But yeah, I like that. It's pretty good. Alright. His name's so long, even the text on the card is small. Armos, the fallen angel nullification, is 2 darkness, 1 colorless, 8/8 flying. He has barrier from chants and runes.
Dude is really strong. So Isis, what we talked about earlier with Red, she can't shoot this dude because he's got barrier that chant. I don't want it.
Don't hurt me.
Any of the kill chants or kill runes, he's just like, I don't care. I'm not gonna take those.
Or if you watch the green starter deck, they also have a 4 quick cast banish a dude.
Yeah.
He's like, no, don't think so.
Yeah, so good. Next up is the Master Rune for Lucifer. And in my opinion, it's one of the best Master Runes that they've shown. Black Rosario. It is 2 mana for a Divinity 2 rune, and your opponent banishes 2 Resonators.
Just like that.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone should know by now our favorite card is Flourishing Hope. And this is literally just the backside of it.
Just on a stick. Just waiting there, waiting for you to do it.
Oh, I get this whenever I need it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even if it's turn 3, you're like, okay, just get rid of the dudes that you pumped out
real
quick.
Yeah.
Don't even care. Alright, the next one, Cycle of Death. 2 darkness, quick cast, Divinity 2 rune. And this is the Master Rune for the Lich. So back to back there. This turn, whenever a Resonator you control is put in the graveyard from the field, your opponent banishes a Resonator. That's pretty good. And as you notice, it's not non-token. So all the 1/1s that he creates,
yeah,
you can just be like, cast this, and then all your little ones like swing in and kill themselves, and then they have to sacrifice.
Yeah, this card is super strong just because of the amount of stuff that you get to do with it.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite types of cards because it says when I lose something, you lose something.
Yeah.
I like it.
Seems
it's my
even,
favorite.
right?
Yeah.
My 1/1 and your 12/12 dragon is gone.
Yeah, thanks. Next up is Demon Division. 2 mana for Divinity 2 rune. Search your deck for a card and put it in your hand. I'll take that all day for a rune in the board. I'm going to go get what I want because I can.
Just whenever. Although, it's kind of... Okay, the name really got me there because the Demon Division is like all like a happy sounding things. Yeah. And the fact that you just go get something for Demon Division. I don't know, that's hilarious to me. Alright, Fanatic of Grief. Sorry, all this art is like blowing my mind. She's just screaming while blinded just down the hallway. 1 darkness, 4/4. Enter. Your opponent reveals their hand. It's just good to see.
It's good because it gives you knowledge of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, I get to know what I'm playing against now.
Especially if you're playing green. And you can be like, okay, let's see what counterspells you got.
Yeah. And it also works really well with the next card, Flurity, which is 2 mana for a 5/5. It's a demon. When it enters, you choose a number. Your opponent reveals a card from their hand at random. If the revealed card's total cost is equal to the chosen number, they discard it. So if you know what card number, what is in their hand, then you're like, hey, I'm going to choose 3, and you have a better chance of getting a 3. I really do wish it wasn't at random, but I understand why it is.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot better, in my opinion, if it wasn't at random, but it may be a little too strong then.
Yeah, it's kind of... That works. The next one, Immortal Commander. 2 darkness, 1, 7/7 flying, so that's really good. Enter. Search your deck for a skeleton or zombie, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Seems good. And then, of course, shuffle your deck. But
yeah, that card's really strong because it's a tutor effect.
Yeah.
And this one's on a creature, so you're like, cool, I have a 7/7 flyer, and I get to go get a dude.
Yeah, that's really good.
Next up is Jet Black Wings. It is 3 mana for a rune. It's Divinity 3. It's got Quick Cast. Resonators your opponent's control get -6/-6.
Super good.
Yeah, this card is amazing for what it can do. And if we're talking about combat math, this totally destroys it. Because you're just like, oh, you have to block all my dudes? That's a shame. Sure would suck if they all got -6/-6.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And the fact that it's in your rune deck, so they have to keep that in mind every time you swing.
Yeah. They have to acknowledge that you still could have that over there if they're attacking or blocking. Because you can be like, no, blow you. Just no.
Or if you're aggro deck, you're like, do I waste my hand here? Or later when he's not tapped out? You know, that card's overpowering.
Yeah.
I think.
Next up is the Lower Fallen Angel. It is a 1 mana 3/4 flyer. It's a basic card, but I really do like it for what it is. It's not the best, but I mean, it's a 3/4 flyer. I'll take it.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
The next one? There we go. This is one of my favorite darkness resonators here. Patchwork Frankenstein. 2 darkness. It's a 10/10 for 2. Whenever this card attacks or blocks, it doesn't recover during your next recovery phase. Guess what? With Amel, you get to untap them on their turn. So there you go. That's what you use him for, and he's amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty fantastic in New Frontiers. I don't know what he's going to do so much in this.
Yeah.
Because he's going to take a little longer to do things, but he's really good. Next up is Putrefy. 1 mana Divinity 2 rune. Target a resonator at the end of the next turn, destroy it. So it's pretty cool because you're just like, if you need to, you have to wait a little bit, but you can be like, kill that dude.
But and the art's so metal. But yeah, just be like, that guy you're gonna swing with me and I'm gonna die or get hit with, it's gonna die.
Yeah.
So you better use him as much as possible. Alright, the next one. It's Scythe of the Reaper. 1 darkness, 1 quick cast. It's a Divinity 3 rune. Destroy target resonator with total cost 3 or less.
I like this card a lot.
Yes.
It's 2 mana quick cast, kill a dude. And sure, it's 3 or less, but so far most of these decks have all been 3 or less, so this is going to kill almost everything in each of the decks. So it's in my opinion, all around, it's a really good rune to have in your deck.
I agree.
Next up is Haase, the Fallen Angel of Sadism. So 4 mana for a 10/10 flyer. Enter, your opponent discards a card. Awesome.
Sounds good.
As long as your opponent has 2 or less cards in their hand, this card gets +4/+4.
Oh.
So 4 mana, I get a 14/14 flyer if they have 2 cards in hand, and you're playing Lucifer, so they're probably going to have no cards in hand.
So by turn 5, you can make sure it's a 14/14 flyer?
She's super good. Like, she just does a lot for you.
Yep. The next one, it looks like it came from the 80s. Skeleton Horde. 1 darkness 4/4. When this card is put in the graveyard, it makes a 1/1 darkness skeleton. So it really helps with Lich.
Yeah, this card's really good in Lich.
Yeah.
And this card really helps out on the the turn you use his Master Rune, because you're just like, oh, block with this dude. I get another dude to kill another dude.
Yeah.
Thanks. Next up is Specter Rush. It's 2 black for a Divinity 3 rune. Put X 2/2 specters into play with swiftness and precision, where X is the number of J resonators your opponents control. At the next end of turn, remove them from the game. So
yeah,
this card's pretty good for what it can do, because you're like, oh, you have 4 dudes? I want 4 2/2s. And hopefully my dudes, and like, they all get precision and swiftness, so you can make them block into their dudes to kill them. And if you have the ability to play his Master Rune the same time, you just wipe their board even more.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, because he's stacking the way at the next end of turn, which is yours, going to be. Then you remove them, and then you have to.
Yeah, well, it's removed, so it's not destroyed. But if you run those dudes into things, they're going to die regardless.
Oh yeah. The next one, Sword of Lament, or Lament.
Lament.
Lament. Yeah, sorry. Thanks. I was trying to think of a Anne Rice name for a vampire, but never mind. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
2 darkness, 1 quick cast. Divinity 3 rune. Destroy target J ruler. Hey. Yeah.
This card is awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the sideboard rune cards that you need, or not sideboard, but the rune deck cards.
Yeah.
Because, like I was saying earlier, all of these decks, or like I've said before, all these dudes are going to be on their J ruler side a lot more. Because that's what you need to have them on to get all their extra abilities.
Yeah.
So if you have just instant kill that dude, it's awesome.
This card might be oppressive, because if you're playing black, they know you have that card.
Yeah.
So depending on when you want a judgment or whatever, it might be hurtful.
Next up is Tears of the Fallen. 0 mana, Divinity 2. Your opponent discards a card at random.
Hey.
This card's pretty amazing for what
legit.
it does. Both rulers should definitely have this in their rune deck, just because your turn 1, your opponent's have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah,
regardless of what happens, and it's at random, so you may not get the best card, but you also may get the best card in their hand. It's awesome.
All right, the next one, Undeath, 1 black, a Divinity 2 rune. Put target skeleton or zombie with total cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the field.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it all day. 1 mana, put his skeleton or zombie 3 or less into play. I like that.
Thank you.
Next up is Vlad the Insatiable. 4 mana for a 10/10 flyer. Banish a Resonator. This card gains drain until end of turn. Banish another Resonator. Target J/Resonator gains +2/+2. Banish another Resonator. Target J/Resonator gains -2/-2. So
all your little dudes.
Yeah, all those little 1/1s that you're making, they're for him.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, hey, he gets lots of drain, or he can pump another dude, or do all kinds of stuff. He can't, unfortunately, pump himself, but if for whatever reason you have 2 different Vlads, you can use each one of them to pump each other.
Yeah, which is pretty cute.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. Wanderer of the Abyss. 1 darkness, 1/1. Tap, or just pay 2 darkness, put this card from your graveyard into your hand. I wish it would in the field, but then that would be too powerful. Like if it came into play tapped or whatever. But this helps with your sack outlets, and it also helps with Lich.
Yeah, it does a lot of crazy stuff for you. And then finally we got the Darkness Magic Stone. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Just a bunch of spirits, I guess. Little num spirits.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy looking stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it on that.
Eel spirits.
Yeah. So the black starter deck, in my opinion, is one of the stronger ones.
Yeah.
because both rulers have a lot going for them, and they're totally different. So one is all about discarding their hand, and the other is about going wide and making lots of little dudes.
Oh, yeah.
They both can interact easily enough, and like their runes are very interchangeable.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best part about this one. Definitely, if you're going for any specific one, in my opinion, I would say either red, white, or black. In my opinion, but that's what I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Overall, I agree with him. It's very strong. Very strong choice if you wanted to do this.
Yeah. Definitely check out the other decks. We have all of them spoiled for you, so you can go check out whichever one you like. Thank y'all for joining us here today at Geektopia Island. Y'all have a wonderful day.